Good day and welcome. Yesterday, we at Shielded Labs launched our Season 1 testnet for Crosslink. The reason it's Season 1 is because this is the first of many incentivized testnets where at the end of the season, there will be a tool you can input your wallet into and your wallet viewing key. And then we will scan what you did during the season and reward you for having participated in the very valuable testing. Here we have in front of us the visualizer program. This is the desktop wallet and full node and blockchain visualizer program that we use mostly for internal development, but it's also how you can participate. Andrew, walk us through what do we have here?
Right, so here in front of us we've got the visualizer proper, and we've got the view of the proof of work chain on the left in the blue, and the proof of stake finalization chain on the right. And so, as we can see, these have arrows pointing to each other, and this is basically that each chain is attesting to the other's validity. And so once we get a new chain on the right hand side here pointing to a higher block on the left, then at that point the block is finalized and cannot be reorged. That means
And
that
that is the main feature of Crosslink is to add assured finality to Zcash, which helps bridges, reduces confirmation times, etc. There is other material from Shielded Labs where we talk more about this, where you could go learn about it. Should
indeed.
we receive some CTAS from the faucet that we have
Yes,
built in here?
let's jump in and get some money so we can take part. Forgetting for the moment that I have uh, this existing wallet. And so I've clicked the receive CTAS. That's requested a transaction from the wallet. It looks like I've just synced a few more blocks. And we can see here we've got the transaction going in. We can hover
We saw
over
it.
the different status bars, status icon, and we can see that it's currently in the mempool, waiting to be mined. And so at some point that'll end up in our wallet. But we've got enough for the moment to participate anyway. Um, on the right, this is the kind of big new thing that Crosslink is adding, which is finalizers. And these are the people who are participating in the right-hand side chain. We can see the order of how much stake they have, which contributes to how much of an influence they have when they're voting on which block should be final. And so let's say I want to stake to one of these. I want to basically say that I believe that this is an honest finalizer who is going to
Mm.
accurately uh, determine the state of the chain. I can copy the identity, which is a public key for this finalizer. I can hit stake over on the left hand side, paste the identity, and then I will stake some amount to the finalizer. Now you may notice that all of these the amounts that I can stake are in powers of 10, and this is done to reduce the distinguishability between my transactions and other people's, basically helping to ensure my privacy by reducing the amount of information that is leaked.
Yes, and we should say as well, for those who know a little bit, normal Zcash users say the orchard pool to have total amazing cryptographic zero knowledge proof privacy. But for the staking system, what we need to do is we need to take these orchard funds that we want to stake and extend their privacy out of orchard. And then the way we do that is by quantizing the new staking positions in this way. There will be no way to tell your one CTAS or in the future ZEC, your one CTAS stake bond from somebody else's. Now, or
And,
there's no
and,
way
and
to link them together, we should say.
an additional thing that is contributing to the lack of information sharing is the idea of staking days. And the point of this is that people can only do primary staking actions during these staking days to limit the time variability in when all these transactions take place. And this again helps to prevent information leakages
Yes.
and protect privacy.
So we've got quantity quantization and time quantization, both as principles to reduce the amount of information leakage.
Yes. So we can see we successfully staked to that finalizer. And now I can edit my stake. I can see the positions I had before, as well as the one that I just added. And if we look, I stake to E70F. And to E70F, I have a few staking positions, most recent of which is here. Now,
and what if we want to stake to somebody else, Andrew? How do we do that?
Well,
do I have to unstake and then stake again?
You're in luck. At any time, not just during a staking day, you can actually redelegate your stake. Say you believe that this E70F was actually being a dishonest finalizer, or was maybe they weren't up enough at the time, and they were, there was danger of them contributing to stalls. I could find another finalizer. I can copy their address on the right hand side. We've got this copy to clipboard icon. I can click the move icon here, paste the identity, and retarget my stake. And as this transaction will get built and then sent into a new block, and assuming it ends up on the chain, then I will have retargeted to this new finalizer. And again, this can be done at any time because it's important that stakers can adjust to bad behavior from finalizers.
So let's say I've staked and I've accrued rewards, and I now want to unstake and be able to use my rewards to buy sandwiches. How do I do that, Andrew?
I'm glad you asked. Well, once again, we can go back into the edit stake menu. We can find a position that we want to unstake. We open it up. Let's find a reasonable one, and we click the this chain unlinking, this unstaking button here.
We probably need to improve the feedback on that, because here we see the unstaking transaction getting constructed.
Maybe this is where we reiterate that this is primarily a dev tool that is kind of convenient to be able to use for a workshop. Yeah, this is not intended as a production wallet.
So as we can see here, there's an unstaking transaction. And one problem, again, introduced by Orchard is because of how amazing Orchard is, if, for example, some major finalizer tries to, hack the network, or not hack the network, but disrupt the network and is participating in intentional malicious behavior, that we want a mechanism to. Did you get sidechain?
I did.
I think you need to unstake again.
Yes.
Interesting. So you have this problem of, if funds are exit into the Orchard pool, then you cannot you can't do anything about these funds then without rewinding all of the Orchard pool. And so as a sort of safety precaution, there's an unbonding time period required on staking. So you stake in one staking day, and then in a future staking day you can unstake, and then you have to wait yet another staking day to then be able to withdraw out into normal Zcash. And that is so that there could be community action taken in the case of some kind of attack.
And it looks
so
like
we see there. There we go.
The unstaking action went through there, and I had another item added to my withdrawable bonds. Now, only one of these is actually withdrawable within this staking day. As Sam said, the other one will be. We'll have to wait.
In order to keep the video short, we have a withdrawable bond we put in the oven earlier to demonstrate.
Indeed, here is the one I prepared earlier. So we can start the withdrawing on that. And once we can wait for blocks to go through. Currently, we're operating on a 25-second target block time.
Yes.
Just to keep the testnet going a little bit faster than on mainnet.
Yes, it's been a very exciting testnet so far because we are testing many things, 25-second block times, new proof of work block sync that we've developed, secure encrypted communication between Zebra nodes, many, many new things. So it's been a bit exciting.
I think while we wait for this to go through, we'll just point out that if you would like to take part in the workshop, you can go to the README on our GitHub page, which will be linked somewhere below, and it gives you all the additional instructions on getting started and how to do everything, as long as along with the executables themselves. Okay. So I mean, on top,
Dude, was that a? I think you might need to send that again.
it is very
The
possible
withdrawal.
that has. Let's see, transaction failed to send. Yes. Did
Oh,
I?
we
It's
should say.
possible I'm clicked on the wrong one here.
I think yeah. Maybe you tried to uh,
We
yeah.
can. I mean, we
Try
can
both of them.
try and withdraw both, and
Yes. I suspect you tried to withdraw the one that is not yet allowed to be withdrawn. We should say as well that this desktop program acts as a miner when you start up. So if you want to earn CTAS, so it's an incentivized testnet, but we will be doing reward payouts based on activities done and earn block rewards during the season. So that's either you can just have this program running, and if you mine blocks, that will count. Um, if you stake and then earn staking rewards, that will also count. Those are, I believe, the two things we are incentivizing.
yes,
Right now, finalizers don't get a 10% cut. They don't get any kind of cut. That this will come in season 2.
indeed.
Um, yeah.
Now, Sam, what would I do if I wanted to be a finalizer?
Oh, true, true. Well, that's great then that this desktop program is also a finalizer. It's just ready to be a finalizer at any point in time. So all you would have to do is have you, yourself, or somebody else stake to your finalizer identity.
Okay, and we can. Looks like we can find our finalizer identity up in the top right hand corner here. We can copy that, and I could either go into stake and stake to myself through there. Let's do something small. Or I could send this on Discord or Signal or wherever on the forums and try and convince people that I'm a very honourable and trustworthy finalizer and that they should stake to me.
Yeah. You could also retarget one of your existing positions.
An excellent point. And I can do that at any time. Let's see.
All
Now,
right, did
at
we
the
get? Oh,
end.
look, the withdrawal went through. Look at that.
Now
Can
at the
we, if we want to see which block transaction was in, can we click on them?
here we go.
Oh,
We can
yeah, we
click on
can. Yeah.
any of these transactions and see what's happened. Now, at the end of the season, as Sam said, we'll be distributing ZEC rewards for people participating. And in order for us to determine how much everyone's participated, we will need the viewing keys to the wallet that you've created. And you'll be able to get these in the user menu here, and you can just click copy viewing key, and it'll just be a text address that you can put into our website once we have that up and ready. Right.
Yes, I guess that's it.
I think that's everything for now.
Yes.
Hopefully,
So goodbye, everybody. See you on the test net.
take care, everyone.